The rain hammered against the roof like thousands of tiny drums. Daniel Harper sat alone in his farmhouse outside a small Midwestern town. The television murmured quietly in the background. His dog Rusty slept near the fireplace. Life had become predictable. Simple. Quiet. Maybe too quiet. Then came the knock. 3 slow taps. Knock. 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 Daniel frowned. Nobody visited this late. Especially during a storm. Rusty suddenly stood up. His ears pointed toward the door. Another knock followed. Daniel grabbed a flashlight and approached carefully. When he opened the door, he froze. Standing there was a little girl. She couldn't have been older than 8. Her clothes were dirty. Her shoes were torn. Rainwater dripped from her hair. Yet something felt unusual. Her eyes seemed strangely bright. Almost reflective. Like moonlight trapped inside them. The girl looked up. "Please," she whispered. "Can I stay somewhere warm tonight?" Daniel looked behind her. No car. No adults. No houses nearby. Nothing. Just darkness. "What happened?" he asked. The girl hesitated. "I got lost." That was all she said. Most people would have called the authorities immediately. Daniel probably should have. But one look at the shivering child changed everything. "Come inside." The girl stepped into the warmth. And neither of them knew that decision would soon affect the future of an entire civilization.
Daniel placed a bowl of soup in front of her. She stared at it curiously. Almost like she'd never seen soup before. Then she smiled. A genuine smile. And began eating. Fast. Very fast. Daniel chuckled. "Hungry?" She nodded. "Very. What's your name?" The girl paused. A little too long. Then finally answered. "Lily." Something about the hesitation bothered him. But he ignored it. Children who got lost often experienced shock. That was normal. Eventually she finished. Daniel prepared the guest room. Before closing the door, he asked one final question. "Do you remember where your family lives?" Lily looked out the window. Toward the storm. And quietly replied. "They're very far away." Daniel assumed she meant another town. He had no idea how literal that answer actually was.
The next morning brought sunshine. Daniel expected to find Lily sleeping. Instead she was outside. Standing in the field. Completely still. Around her stood animals. Birds. Rabbits. Even a nervous deer. All gathered peacefully. Rusty sat beside her. Tail wagging. Daniel stared. Wild animals never came this close. Yet none seemed afraid. Lily turned. Smiling. "They like this planet." Daniel laughed. "Planet?" She nodded. Then quickly corrected herself. "I mean place." The answer felt strange. Again. But children said odd things. So he dismissed it. Still. Questions were beginning to form.
Later that afternoon Daniel found Lily staring at a world map. Not casually. Studying it. Analyzing it. As if preparing for an exam. Interested in geography? She pointed toward Earth. Specifically North America. Humans live everywhere? Daniel smiled. Pretty much. She seemed impressed. Even after all the wars? Daniel blinked. Well, yes. Lily looked thoughtful. Then said something unsettling. You recover quickly. Daniel laughed nervously. What kind of kid talks like that? Lily didn't answer. She simply returned to studying humanity. Like a scientist examining a fascinating discovery.
On the second day everything changed. Daniel spotted black vehicles approaching. 3 SUVs. Government style. They stopped outside. 4 people emerged. Dressed in dark uniforms. They weren't local police. Daniel knew that immediately. One approached. "Sir, have you seen a young girl recently?" Daniel felt tension rise. Lily quietly appeared behind him. The moment she saw the visitors, her expression changed. Fear. Real fear. The lead officer noticed. Their eyes locked. Then something impossible happened. The man's earpiece sparked. A burst of static exploded. Every electronic device nearby malfunctioned. The SUVs shut down. Engines died instantly. The officers looked stunned. Lily grabbed Daniel's hand. "We need to go inside." For the first time, Daniel listened without asking questions.
That evening Daniel demanded answers. No more stories. "Who are you?" Lily remained silent. For several seconds. Then spoke. "My real name isn't Lily." Daniel felt his stomach tighten. "I'm not from Earth." Silence. Then Daniel laughed. Because the alternative was impossible. But Lily wasn't joking. She reached into her backpack. Removed a small metallic sphere. Pressed it. Blue light filled the room. Stars appeared everywhere. A three-dimensional galaxy floated before them. Daniel's laughter vanished. "This is impossible." Lily looked sad. "No. It's normal where I come from." The room suddenly felt much smaller. Much stranger. And infinitely more dangerous.
Lily explained everything. Her species belonged to a powerful interstellar alliance. Thousands of civilizations. Millions of worlds. For centuries they had observed Earth. Watching. Studying. Evaluating. Most believed humans were dangerous. Too violent. Too unpredictable. Too emotional. Earth's submission into the alliance had become a major debate. Then a proposal emerged. A test. Simple. Direct. Send a child. Alone. Vulnerable. Lost. Observe humanity's response. No technology. No status. No power. Just kindness. Or cruelty. Lily was chosen. Daniel stared. Speechless. "You mean the entire future of humanity depends on this?" She nodded. "Partly." Then smiled. "You passed." Daniel sat down heavily. The weight of that statement nearly crushed him.
On the third day the sky changed. Clouds parted. Light flooded the horizon. And something enormous appeared. A spacecraft. Miles wide. Hovering silently above the countryside. News helicopters arrived. Military jets scrambled. The world panicked. Daniel simply looked toward Lily. She seemed calm. Like someone waiting for family. Thousands watched. Millions online. Billions around the globe. Humanity's first contact had begun. A beam of light touched the ground. An alien figure emerged. Tall. Elegant. Ancient. The being approached Lily. Then did something nobody expected. It bowed. To her. Then turned toward Daniel. And bowed again. Every camera captured the moment. The alien leader spoke. "We thank this human. He demonstrated compassion without expectation of reward. He offered shelter without knowing who stood before him. He protected a child without understanding the consequences." Millions watched in silence. Then came the announcement. One sentence that changed history forever. Humanity has passed.
The alliance shared knowledge. Medicine advanced centuries overnight. Diseases disappeared. Energy became abundant. Food shortages ended. Humanity entered a larger universe. And all because one man opened a door. Not for fame. Not for reward. Not for recognition. Simply because someone needed help. Years later Daniel would become famous. Statues were built. Books written. movies produced. Yet whenever reporters asked why he helped Lily, his answer never changed. She looked cold. Nothing more. Nothing less.
The greatest test in human history wasn't a war. It wasn't technology. It wasn't power. It was kindness. Because sometimes the future of an entire species depends on what happens when a stranger knocks on your door. And whether you choose to open it. The end.